Morning and welcome to our next video, which is a 7-night stay in Inkwood, which is a stunning luxury 5-bed property over in the south of England in the St.Minver area of Cornwall. In this video I'm going to take you on a tour of the property. The stay was booked via holidaycottages.co.uk, so I'll tell you how much we paid for it at the end of the video, so come on, let's show you around. One of the first things you'll notice as you step through the large front door is the visitor book, and as you can see the property has nothing but great reviews, and you'll see why as we progress around the property. Okay, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, entrance is through this very large door, which makes for a grand entrance. As we turn around the hallway, there is plenty of provision for hanging coats, and then as we turn around, this hallway is like nothing I've seen before. So to the right is plenty of storage, and then on the left there are these tall units which include storage for an ironing board, etc. But then opening these doors reveals a hidden worktop with sink, tap and various cleaning products, which is an unusual find. Next to this was another tall unit which revealed the washing machine and tumble dryer, which I guess makes this a hallway stroke utility room. I really like the use of the space here into what is a functional but also modern and inbuilt feature of the room. The ceiling in this room also has some very stylish lampshades with a slatted style apex ceiling, along with a porthole to allow natural light to enter the room. Okay, so now we enter the rear living room, which is where you start to see some of the interior design, which is by the renowned interior designer Abbie De Bunsen. As you can see, the furniture and decor in here oozes modern style. Underfloor heating is also throughout the property. I must add that these brown leather swivel chairs are very comfortable. This room also has a log burner, which would be very cosy in the winter, a TV, and also electrically operated skylights in the apex style ceiling. Now we move into the open plan kitchen and dining area. Again, lots of inbuilt features in here, including the double ovens and microwave. The amount of storage in the kitchen units is incredible. Inside, the appliances is also spotlessly clean, as you would expect in a property like this. We did also use the ovens, microwave and hob during our stay, and did everything that they should do. Wi-Fi is also included in this property. The password for this is in the kitchen area. Large drawers in the kitchen are very spacious. Some also have upper drawers for things like herbs and spices and cutlery, but generally there is a lot of cookery and utensil equipment in here, along with the usual cups, plates and glasses, again of which there are more than plenty of. So you definitely won't be struggling for anything whilst looking to create breakfast, lunch or an evening meal. The island includes the dishwasher, some under sink storage under the 2 sinks, a filtered water tap along with the usual hot and cold, and also a boiling water tap. On the other side of the island is a selection of cookery books with 3 stools to allow people to sit at the island should they wish to. As you can see, the kitchen also has a large dining table and chairs suitable for up to 8 people. It also continues the apex style ceiling, which also has electrically operated skylights and some very stylish lampshades over the island. There is also a large induction hob and extraction fan should you need to use any pans. Again, just showing some of the storage around the units, of which there definitely is no shortage of, including some appliances in some of the cupboards. There is also further storage around the microwave and ovens, which is ideal for storing a generous amount of bread, cake and pastry items. The inbuilt fridge freezer is also huge and was more than adequate enough to store food and drink for 7 of us. No, that beer isn't all for me. So now we move outside to the rear of the property, where you'll notice the large table and benches, which is enough to seat 6 people easily. The garden itself is very spacious and well kept, with an array of plants, trees and bushes. To the left on the tile patio is also a selection of chairs to seat 5 people. The large patio doors do also fully open up the kitchen area fully to the garden. Over the rear hedge is just a field, so it's all very private. At the bottom of the garden is the sauna, large enough to get 6 people in. We did try the sauna and it does get nice and hot in there, so definitely recommend trying it. The sauna does have a timer, so you spend just the right amount of time in there. On this side of the garden is the barbecue, which also has a thermometer, so you know just how hot it is. Again, we use this during our stay and has some nicely barbecued food. You do need to buy your own charcoal to use the barbecue, as this isn't included, but the cupboard space and worktops next to the barbecue are very handy whilst barbecuing. Down the side of the property, at the far end, there is an outside shower which is hot and cold. The whole building on the outside is clad in this charred larch wood, which adds a very stylish touch to the outside of the property. My only disappointment was the amount of cobwebs on the outside. Given the price we paid, we wouldn't have expected to see this, but nonetheless, it didn't affect our stay. Anyway, back inside now, and we move into the front living room. Again, huge influences of interior design in here. Included is a cabinet with some books and some games in the bottom of the cabinet. The seating is also very comfortable in here and has a very spacious feel with the sloped ceiling. Again, there are also electrically operated skylights in this room and also a TV. Okay, so down the corridor we go next. and into the main bathroom, which is an adequately sized modern bathroom and consists of the usual bath with shower unit, toilet and sink, porthole style window, and is nicely tiled. Then we go into the first bedroom, nicely sized with a double bed, plenty of wardrobe space and its own nicely sized ensuite bathroom. The shower cubicle features a full-length frosted window to allow natural light through. The room is also spotlessly clean. Into the next bedroom, which is slightly smaller than the one just seen, but again has a nicely styled ensuite bathroom with a wet room style shower cubicle. The bedroom has a double bed and a set of wardrobes and is tastefully styled. Over to the next bedroom now, which has two single beds. The cot isn't included, but again very nicely designed in here, very light with plenty of wardrobe space for the room. Now into one of the end bedrooms. As you can see, as soon as you walk in, this features a 4-poster bed. The windows also extend to the ceiling and also has blinds on the lower section which open to allow a patio door to also open, making the room very bright and airy. The room is superbly designed and also includes its own ensuite with a very nice shower cubicle, again with a porthole in the ceiling to allow natural light to enter the room, and the usual toilet, sink and towel radiator. Lastly, we enter the last bedroom, which is the opposite layout to the bedroom we have just been in, but again has been individually designed, also with a 4-poster bed with a view out to the rear garden and its own uniquely designed ensuite bathroom. This is the bedroom we stayed in and can say the bed was quite comfy, maybe a little on the soft side, but this may be ideal for some guests. And as with the rest of the property inside, it was spotlessly clean as you'd expect. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video tour of this holiday letting property. Now on to the price. For 7 nights we paid £4,419. Do you think this was a good price for this letting? Let us know in the comments. Or if you have stayed here yourself, let us know what you thought of it. But for now, that's all for this video. As always, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it is extremely appreciated. Also feel free to check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.